So this year we had a ride in the city every day with these bikes. We had some longer rides, some longer trips. We had some comparisons with the Ducati Multistrada 950S.
With the Yamaha.
With the Yamaha Tracer GT. As for the F900R with the Kawasaki Z900 Triumph Street Triple RS.
And also the CB650.
Yeah. So we had some pretty nice rides with these bikes, and now we have to give up the bikes and to send them back to BMW. At least I have to do that with my F900XR, because I understood that you or a friend of yours were gonna buy that.
Yeah, this one will stay with us because I like it so much, and I shouldn't be saying that already. I like it so much. Yeah, it's accomplishing everything that I need for city use. So this is a very important factor while choosing a bike. I don't care that much about the looks and other stuff, but the way it handles in the city and what you can do with it.
For me, it's the last day with the BMW F900XR, so now I want to sum up what we've done this year with these bikes, to get to the conclusion, to discuss about them, because I had 6,600 kilometers with this one.
And around 5,000 kilometers with this one.
Okay, so I think it's pretty enough to call it a long-term test.
Yeah, exactly, because we've managed to see everything about, to check out everything about these bikes. Engine-wise, suspension-wise, long trips, everything that you can do. So yeah, it's very important.
Let's start with the engine, because it's the same engine on both bikes. 900cc parallel twin from BMW, derived from the F850 GS, but obviously it's different. It's a completely new engine. Man, I love the feeling of the engine. It feels very good.
Yeah, it feels very good. It's a twin, so twin should be the favorite when it comes to city use, and also moderate touring bike, because this one reacts very good on highway and both on twisties. What I like the most about these two bikes is the power output, the mid-range that it delivers from this engine. It's pretty satisfying, because yeah, in the city you need to rev it up shortly from a stoplight to another, go in between cars, squeeze yourself, narrow streets.
This engine pushes a lot in the mid-range, so that's the different thing. You have a lots and lots of mid-range, but it tops up really quick and you have to gear up. Although it's pretty fun to ride, and it flicks from a leg to another very fast.
The engine has the same setup, as far as I know,
Yep.
on both bikes, the same throttle response. But to be honest, I've tried your bike too, the R, and it feels more powerful than the XR. It pulls better. I don't know why.
I think the feeling gets to you because you don't have that fairing, you're not that well protected from the wind, and also this one should be a bit lighter. So that small differences will come up with the R on top of the...
Is it? The gearing is the same? The gearbox?
Yeah, everything is the same, but I think mostly because of the weight and the way you feel the wind, because you don't have that large fairing in the front. It will make you feel faster, and being a roadster, you're on top of the front suspension, and you're like more in control, and you feel like you push the bike more.
Okay, so for city use, which one would you choose between these two?
As I said before, my favorite remains the F900R because it reacts impeccable in the city. It's a long bike, but you can steer it very easy. You have that riding position that will allow you to ride for a couple hours in the city, so definitely the R.
And obviously for longer rides, probably the XR would be better because it has the fairing, it has the weather protection, which is superior, but that's it. This is the only difference, because the seat is the same. And this is the trick. The seat is the same for both bikes. Okay, we have two seats over here, the low seat and the comfort seat. Obviously the comfort seat is the best, and it's a huge difference. So if you don't have a problem with the height, you should buy the comfort seat.
Yeah, I agree with you about the seats. I can handle both of them for a couple of hours, but it becomes sour. The bottom will ache after, let's put it like this, 200 kilometers on both bikes. But for the passenger, both seats are pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of bad things about them. Everybody was swearing after 2 hours of riding as a passenger on this bike.
Yeah, so you also did a long trip with the R?
With the R, yeah, 1,000 kilometers in a weekend or something like that with a passenger, and the bike managed pretty well. The road, I had some heavy rain, yeah, all the conditions that you can encounter on a day. The bike was quite fast. I was amazed because I was with a couple of friends and was riding this F900R, pretty fast on twisties, pretty fast on the open road. You can reach speeds of 180 to close to 200 kilometers an hour on this one. So it's pretty huge. No wobbling, no emotions. You can ride it fast on the highway. When you add up the passenger, the bike becomes a bit more stable. The suspensions are coping very well with high speeds, and that's pretty important.
Yeah, but the passenger wasn't that happy.
Yeah, I took a lightweight passenger, definitely.
Yeah, and it's quite the same on the XR, although this is a sports touring bike because it has this fairing and it comes with a larger tank. The seat is the same, and it's still short. It doesn't come with enough room for the passenger. It's a short seat, so it will get pretty much the same feeling. Maybe less wind, but not such a big difference between these two bikes. As I told you, it's a difference between the tanks. This one comes with 15 liters. The XR on the R has only 13.
Yeah.
Although it looks massive in the front.
Yeah, it's the new technology from BMW. It's plastic tank, blown mold, so it kind of comes with this downsize regarding the level of fuel, the amount of fuel that you can put inside it. But let's talk about the annoying things, because I think we can say already that we found some spots. First of all, let's put it like this. You're thinking about we name it at the same time. Gearbox. That didn't work so well. So, clutch, okay.
Clutch.
Yeah, it's kind of an issue because every time you open the throttle a bit, starting from a standstill, you release the clutch to the point that the bike will move, and the bike will become snatchy and will want to do a wheelie. That's because of the slippery clutch, I think. It's an issue. You shouldn't be going pretty fast while releasing the clutch and rolling the throttle, because you will end up wheeling.
I experienced it on both bikes, especially on the R. I don't know why, but I think my XR was better on this issue, and yeah, it's quite unpleasant because the bike goes away.
Yeah, people might say that we had to adjust the clutch. We tried that. We adjusted the cable. We adjusted everything that we can do by ourselves, but we didn't manage to repair this problem. We managed to change our riding style in order to use the clutch while releasing it close to the maximum, and there shouldn't be a problem because you just release it like that and then you open up the throttle. So yeah, it depends on the riding style, but if you're in a hurry and you don't know that bike, you'll have some surprises. What else? I said the gearbox. The gearbox, you have to rev it pretty hard in order to make that quick shifter work fine. So it's a twin, I can understand that, but if you try to switch the gears at the lower speeds, lower RPM, you need to press it very hard and it's not feeling that good. So if you want to work out the problem with the quick shifter, you need to rev the bike a bit higher and it will do a good job.
There's one more thing that I observed when riding the F900XR in the city. It's sitting up during the summer months because it comes with these fairings. The R is okay, but this one, it has this channel for the air coming from the radiator, and when going at slow speed in the traffic, all the air goes through the radiator and straight to your leg, and it's a bit annoying when staying in the rush hour traffic during the summer. It's a bit annoying, especially when the fan is turning on, because the fan is on the left side and you're getting all that hot air coming from the radiator right in your left knee. So it's a bit annoying. But with the R, it's not the same problem. And also I observed that the XR comes with some more plastics compared to the R, and it feels...
Yeah, and while riding on the bumpier roads, I felt that on this bike. It becomes like a noise.
Yep. And it's vibrating.
Like a bug, bzzz, every time you ride it at slow speeds on bumpy roads.
Yeah, it's vibrating more. This one, you can feel the vibes, probably because of the plastics. I don't know.
I think this you can handle, but what I wanted to say, and it's very important, these two bikes have terrific brakes. It saved me from a life or death situation. I almost hit another guy that fell in front of me. He was rolling in front of my bike and I was squeezing very, very hard the front brake. And the bike stood upright, although I was a bit lean, so the ABS cornering did a very good job. And also the bike stopped and the guy was saved, and me also. What else?
So we've done with the annoying things. You mentioned the brakes. I want to mention the traction control, which I like it.
It's refined and it works very good.
It works very good. I used it on the dynamic mode. You used it on the dynamic pro mode because you want to do wheelies and that kind of
Don't
stuff.
say that on camera.
Okay. I was on the safe side, and it was awkward at some moments because I saw it blinking on the screen. I felt that is something wrong with the bike, but it wasn't. It was because these guys in our city are washing the streets with, I don't know why, but it's very slippery during the summer. It's very slippery, so at every turn when revving it harder, the traction control was there, even on the dynamic mode.
So this helped you a lot.
Yeah, it helps a lot because it's gonna happen in the corner, and it's gonna be good. Another thing that I like about both these two bikes is that you get a lot of light
while riding in night,
from the headlights.
You also have the adaptive lights, the ones that are
for cornering.
Cornering, yeah, it's a pretty good system. Although they are mid-range bikes, this system should be on every bike. It offers a lot of light and it's very useful. What about the reliability of these two bikes?
6,000 kilometers so far, and no problem with mine.
No problem with this one. Only one small problem we had, because I rode in a heavy rain. One of my turn lights went off.
Oh, okay.
So I had it changed at a dealer, no problem.
Yeah, that's it for me too. No issue with both bikes. I think they're pretty tough, pretty resistant so far. I heard no complaints about them. So what we like? We like the engine.
The engine, the riding position, the ergonomy, it's more than terrific for everyday riding.
Yes, very good.
Good lights for both bikes. They offer very good ride at nighttime.
The ergonomics?
The ergonomics, as I said. The brakes are incredible, and overall they don't look.
They look good.
They look very good. They look very good. They look. They have a modern approach, and yeah. People will stare at them.
Okay. What accessories would you fit on the bike? Besides, or which is the essential equipment you would have on the bikes? Because at BMW you can buy it at the base price with nothing on the bike, or you can start to add up some optional features. So what is a must-have on the bike.
I think the must-haves for these two bikes, it's the dynamic suspension, the quick shifter, this set of lights. What else? I can think about nothing else. And the comfort seat.
Okay, yeah. The LED light is standard for both bikes. Probably you have to choose the cornering lights.
Those ones should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, also
You had that windscreen over
I
there?
added up this extra windscreen, which is very, very helpful while riding on highways and at high speeds. I know that BMW offers a telephone cradle, smartphone cradle, which is very helpful because it also has smart charging. So it's a wireless charger inside it. And also you can adapt the panniers, which I think are helpful. I've seen that on your bike you have the crash bars.
Yep, yep.
Those are helpful if you're a novice rider. And I don't know what else.
Yeah, I think it's enough. I think this is enough.
This should be enough, yeah.